Your boy, thanks for 5 months. I personally think any changes in general of the game is more important than how long it takes professionals to perceive it. It shouldn't. Professional, like, in my opinion, obviously you can't play, like, a maximum level of a new character. Like, imagine, like, especially Catalyst, right? Like, it doesn't also. I was gonna say something too. Like, people like Nocturno brings up a point where that it doesn't make sense for them to change the meta so much, because like considering like making nerfs and buffs to certain characters, but people are okay of introducing a brand new character that is high possibility of being completely broken into Pro League, that is playable in Pro League. So, like, we're okay with introducing a new character 5 days before the Pro League that is possibly completely broken into the game, but we're not. We think it's not okay to create buffs or nerfs 5 days before Pro League that are most likely minuscule anyways, compared to a brand new character. Like, it makes, like, the logic makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So, like, that, like, logic of it being too close to Pro League is just, like, it's just not a thing. It is no. It takes way longer to master Catalyst, a brand new character, than swap up or figure out what your composition is going to be after some small nerfs or buffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make... It's fucking dumb. And at the end of the day, like... I don't know. I think like, in this situation or in this time of the game, making changes or, like, buffs and nerfs to certain characters is a lot more important than... I truthfully don't think that they did not change any of the characters just because it was 5 days before Pro League. I don't think they give a fuck about that. They did not give a fuck about that personally, since they only care, like, when it comes to competitive, they care about, like, viewership and stuff like that. Like, obviously pros, like, have some level of like, input into things, but they have match point. Match point exists, so, like, ever since match point exists, like, I don't see them caring about, like, competitive integrity with, like, 5 days before. So, but that's just how I see it in regards to 5 days before Pro League. I think that, like, argument is completely useless and it's just stupid. But Omega thanks for Prime, Sassy thanks for the Prime, Scott thanks for 7, Pesco thanks for 12. I missed a lot of subs. Solo thanks for 27. I'm gonna mute the alerts right now because there's a fuck ton of you going off right now and nobody wants to hear that, right? Matt thanks for 15, Max thanks for 20, Mohad thanks for 26. Yuka, thank you for the gifted. Mitch, thanks for 21. Duja, thanks for 26. Gucci, thanks for 10. Appreciate it, guys. Yuka, thanks for 100 bits. Lopez, thanks for the 8 months. New season is in 35 minutes. 35 minutes. I hope my teammates swap to Steam. I know. Kento, thanks for 125 bits. They made some changes to path that is not in the patch notes. Cass, thanks for 14 months. Yuka, thanks for 100. Apex Legends not including everything in the patch notes? Why am I not surprised? That is just a thing, that is a theme that has been always happening. I would not be surprised if that happened. Wade, thanks for 4 months. Infamous, thanks for 3. Price, thanks for tier 1. I don't know how somehow they create changes in the video game and they don't put it in the patch notes. It's like as if there is, like, literally one individual working on, like, 20 different things, or, like, they have 20 people and one person's working on 20 different things. Or how do I? No, I'm not saying that right. One person is in charge of the Catalyst patch notes. One person is in charge of the new map patch notes. One person is in charge of gifting. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it just somehow gets lost, and something is always lost in patch notes. Like, they're just not included. I don't know how. Like, how is that possible? Kyler, thanks for 4 months. Flying Plum, thanks for 6 months. Well, we'll see if there's definitely going to be things in the new patch that is not included in the patch notes. It has happened like so many times in the past. So, Lob, thanks for 3 months. Skank, thanks for 24. All right, let's talk about Catalyst. I've spoken with Raven regarding it. People always ask me like about the new characters and stuff like that. Like I can't like always tell you what's good or bad until I play in it, because like it's all kind of just like text. It's like you can't like, as a professional player, I feel like I need to feel out how a character is in game. Like, does it feel too slow? Does the character even fit into the game in a way? So I don't know. Raven thinks that she's broken because she can like play so aggressive on teams that are playing in buildings and stuff like that. The only like downside I feel like when it comes to new characters, especially when they come with a new map, I feel like they cater the character entirely to the new map. So I see like Catalyst being very, very good on the new map, but I don't see her being as good on the other maps, because I just how I see it when they create new characters. Shaken, thanks for 30 months. And that thing is like, I don't know if Catalyst is good enough to replace any other characters right now, because they didn't change a thing with other characters. So like, would it be worth it to replace Seer with Catalyst? I don't know. Like, probably not, to be honest. For knowing like, I guess I don't know, if you push a Seer that's in a building, you can't really do anything, because you just trap them inside, and then what are you gonna do? They're Seer all. They can't even leave. So I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of hard to tell. Steffi, thanks for the 4 months. Pero, thanks for the 4. Nicole, thanks for the gifted. Raxer, thank you for the 10 gifted. Hold entire house by herself. That's gonna change almost every single push. You know the man at the moment. Any opinions? Thanks for 100 bits, Blacks. Passion, thanks for the 14 months. Well, like, not every fight that you encounter is like a building fight. But I don't know. It's just kind of like, like I said, I'm just kind of like assuming if I had to imagine a straight up 3v3, like let's say we're not in a building, right? Like I think obviously her most like broken part of her is like pushing a team that's in a building, right? But like outside of that, like is she really that good? Like I know her Q is like instant and like you can slow people, but it's kind of like Golfix thanks to 12 months. Phobia thanks to 9. Top Boy thanks to 21. Life thanks to 2. Rising kick Q over. Okay. Joldius thanks to 13 months. Ionic thanks to 3. Rick thanks to 8. Cloudian thanks for 10. It blocks scans. I know it blocks scans, but still, you don't need a scan to know that if someone's behind the singular wall that you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if I throw one wall and I'm not scanning. Also, does Seer passive work through her wall? I know that like scans don't work through a wall, but what about the passive?